Well, what I do is essentially research how science fiction can be used as a tool to inform people about the ethics and governance of emerging medical technology. So what I'm kind of trying to do here is make a big literature review and then implement that into a class that I'm going to help co-teach with Dr. Conley.
My research is focused on ethnic Maasai in northern Tanzania and how their social cultural lifestyle is changing as well as their demographics.
Using Bluetooth technology to improve the transit bus system, and this project had to deal with recording students' waiting times. Basically, the students had to have their Bluetooth turned on their device, and if they did, then they could connect to these Raspberry Pis, which we connected to bus stops, and those Raspberry Pis would handle the connection time, and it would send that connection time to a database.
I was actually at a kind of an informal lunch meeting, and Dr. Conley was there, and she asked some other people about teaching a science fiction-based class, and I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, I'm really interested. Can I take it?" And she kind of said, "Yeah, well, how about you help me teach it?"
Both my opportunities were through my one of my advisors, his name Professor El Tawab. I had a senior capstone project, and he's my advisor, so I jumped on a project with him that actually is joint with the University of Virginia.
Dr. Kaufman, my research advisor, was my teacher in Isat 320, and she talked about the problems facing the Maasai. And basically, I just really got interested in it, started asking her about questions, figured out how I could get involved, and just kind of took off from there.
Such a learning process in the fact that we're learning with new technology and learning new programming languages and different stuff every day. So we had to kind of adjust to figure out how each thing's going to work with each project. And as far as the classroom, it's kind of the same concept. Like it taught me how to time manage and how to learn new things, but not to get stressed out about like little things that you're not going to pick up on like immediately.
I sat classes to my research to something practical. It felt a little more hands-on, and I actually studied abroad in Tanzania and got to interact with Maasai 101.
Gathering material for research, I'm always thinking about how I can teach people with it. So when I'm in class, in like my bioethics class, I'm constantly thinking, how can I add this into the class that I want to teach? So to do that, I really have to know the material really well.
It's a great way to apply what you've learned in ISAT to something hands-on.
Whenever people can like really get involved with something, that's going to increase critical thinking. As long as we can make it as personal as possible to the person, they get more out of it.
I think anytime you have a chance to do some research with a professor, whoever it may be, jump on the opportunity, because this is like one of the biggest things I think I've taken out of this major.